it's Madeline, and today I'm going to be doing my June wrap-up. So this month I read a total of 7 books, and overall they were all pretty good. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first book that I read in the month of June was The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. This book is my favorite out of the Heroes of Olympus series. It is the third, and I gave it a 92%. I really enjoyed this installment. We have the same great characters. There's humor, there's action, there's adventure. The Greek and Roman mythology aspects are great. If you haven't picked up this series or the Percy Jackson Olympian series, I would highly recommend it. It's not just a children's series, it's really great, so definitely recommend. Also, this book was my favorite book of the month. It's one of the favorite books I've read so far this year. Right after that, I picked up The House of Hades by Rick Riordan because how could I not pick them up? I bought all of the books together, and especially with that cliffhanger at the end of The Mark of Athena, if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. And this book was really good. Not quite as good. I gave it like an 88, 89%, but I still really enjoyed it. Like I said, this series, if you haven't read it, you definitely need to pick it up. It's really great. Then I picked up, no surprise here, The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. Of course, I had to finish off this series. This was a pretty good series ender. I gave it a 90%. I did enjoy reading it. However, I wish Rick Riordan would have tied up a few loose ends. If you've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But overall, I really did enjoy reading this book. So after finishing the Heroes of Olympus series, I went ahead and picked up The Winner's Crime by Marie Witkowski. Or Witkowski, I don't know how you pronounce her name. But anyways, this is the sequel to The Winner's Curse by Marie Witkowski, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it an 85%. I almost liked it as much as the first book. So if you don't already know, this trilogy, the Winner's Trilogy, is kind of fantasy-esque. It has a bit of romance in it as well. It's very political. They're very intelligent characters in it. They're just really great books overall, and if you haven't picked them up, I would highly recommend it if you're looking for an intelligent or political read. Main characters are actually fairly smart, so if you're kind of tired of your like headstrong heroine making idiotic decisions, I would definitely recommend picking this up. Plus, these books have beautiful writing. They have amazing prose and everything, so that's always a bonus. The fifth book that I read in the month of June was Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I don't really read contemporaries that often. I tend to stick to kind of more action-y things like dystopian and fantasy and stuff like that. And I did enjoy this book. I gave it an 80%, but I don't think I liked it as much as everyone else. I did enjoy, it was a fun read, but I do prefer having some action in books. It's just my preference. And if you don't already know what Since You've Been Gone is about, it follows a girl named Emily, and during the summer, Emily's best friend Sloane disappears, and when she disappears, she leaves a list of things to do that Emily would normally never do by herself, because she's kind of shy without having a friend with her. So she goes on and completes all these crazy tasks in hopes to find her best friend again. So if you're looking for a summer read this summer, this would be a good book to pick up. After that, I picked up The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, and this book was fairly good. I gave it an 80%. I was kind of let down by it. I thought I'd like it a bit more. Like I said, it's a 4-star read for me. I still did enjoy it, but from what I've heard of it, I thought I might have liked it a bit better. But if you don't already know what The Kiss of Deception is about, it follows a girl named Leah, or Laya, I called her Leah. She is a first daughter, so she has to marry for like political reasons, so she is about to be married to someone she's never met, and on her wedding day she flees. There is an assassin sent after her, and the prince that she was supposed to marry is sent after her. And so we have this kind of like mystery aspect because we had her point of view, and then we also get like the point of view of the prince and the assassin, and we don't know which is which, and we find out later on in the book. But there's different things going on like that. So it was a good book, but I thought I would like it a bit more. The final book that I read in the month of June was Paper Towns by John Green. This book is a reread for me because the movie is coming out this month and I'm super excited for that. And I just thought I should reread it to refresh my memory because I read it about a year ago, so I didn't remember everything that happened. But I liked this book more the first time around. I probably would have given it, it's a 4-star on my Goodreads account, so it's about an 80%, but this time it wasn't quite as good. I don't know, some books are just not quite as good when you reread them. And so I gave it a 78% this time around, but overall it's like a nice 4-star read for me. So if you don't know, this book follows a boy named Quentin Jacobson, and it's kind of a mystery contemporary kind of thing because he is friends with this, well, not really, his neighbor is this really popular girl named Margot Roth Spiegelman. So one night, Margot comes into Quentin's room, and she brings him along to prank a bunch of people from their school because she's found out her boyfriend's cheating on her with one of her friends. So she goes on and pranks some of her friends and things like that. And they do this in like the middle of the night, and it's really fun to read. And then the next day, Margot is gone. She's disappeared. Like, she's run away. And so Quentin is kind of like obsessed with finding her, and they have this kind of road trip towards the end, and it's a good read overall. So I have book reviews for the entire Heroes of Olympus series and also The Winner's Crime. I'll link those down below. And I should have reviews for Since You've Been Gone and The Kiss of Deception up soon, either on my blog or on this channel. I believe it'll be on my blog, so go check that out. So that is it for my June wrap-up. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite books of this month were. I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.